Hi, my name is Miren Bitcham and I studied mechanical engineering at the University of the Witwatersrand. At Standard Bank, I'm a data scientist in CIB, Corporate Investment Banking. So yeah, I initially did, obviously studying mechanical engineering, you expect to go into the whole engineering space, but I think in my final year, I was really evaluating where my interests are. And I started to hear about data science and machine learning and artificial intelligence and all those kind of hot topics. Did a bit more research and it seemed like quite an interesting, new, dynamic field. So that's kind of why I decided data science is a place for me. Typical day is a lot of coding, a lot of thinking, a lot of learning. And yeah, I guess there's meetings here and there, but ultimately it's engaging with the problems that you're working on and trying to find solutions to it. The highlights is really knowing that every day when I open my laptop or I go to the office, I'm doing things that actually haven't been done before, and I think that's what's exciting. I'm not doing things that are just it's maintaining. It's not about maintaining, it's about doing new things, and I think that's something that I enjoy. A challenge, I guess the biggest challenge might be now trying to balance this fun element or the exciting thing of doing cutting edge stuff and working with new technologies and then getting results, because obviously every corporate, every bank is looking for results at the end of the day. So I think balancing those two is a bit of a challenge, but definitely there's room for both. So I think a good example of what's new, what's exciting is the journey of understanding the bank and the bank's customers. I think it's something that's a new element in banking, and over the past few years, really trying to understand each individual customer and understand how they behave, why they do certain things, and what we can offer them to improve their experience and improve their own livelihoods. So we do a lot of machine learning in terms of looking at all the data that we have around clients and making a full profile to understand them better. Okay, and it's quite an intersection between behavioral economics, data science, machine learning. I think all of these perspectives come together for us to build one solution. You can't just walk in as a data scientist and solve every problem the bank has. I think all of these different domains, skills are needed to produce the best quality solutions. So the culture at Standard Bank it's interesting. I like it. It's different to what I expected, in the sense that you arrive there and it's actually quite diverse. There's thousands of people in the offices. From all different walks of life, right? Young, old, different communities, different backgrounds, and I think that's quite cool because you get to see there's a space for everyone to feel at home. And also what I've noticed is a lot of the people in the bank, although we're all striving towards one goal of an improved customer experience, etc., but each individual, all they want is to see you do better. They want the best for you and your career, and I think that's quite cool. Yeah, so I keep my skills in data science and that field up to date by Twitter, actually. Twitter is where I go to find everything new. I mean, it's where I get inspired. It's where I see all the cool things that people are doing out in the world, all the exciting and different things in robotics and artificial intelligence. And I think from there I see the cool and exciting things, and I go to YouTube, I watch videos, I read blogs, I read journal papers when I'm starting to get really, really into the technical side of things. And yeah, I think Stack Overflow also is quite a beautiful invention. Yeah, so outside of the office, typically I enjoy sports, watching sports, playing sports, fashion, I'm quite into fashion and things like that. Basically, anything that doesn't bring me unnecessary stress. I think if I had to give my 16-year-old self or myself as a student any advice, it would be don't worry about what you know now. It's always time to learn, so don't close doors that could lead to any future that you might want.